Hello guys, so we are going to show you about how stereotypes and its cognitive processes. In this video, we will present to you how European do stereotyping Indonesia and how Indonesia sees European in stereotypes. Without further ado, let's jump into the definition of stereotypes.
First, what is stereotype? According to Barron, stereotypes are considered the cognitive component of attitudes toward a social group, specifically beliefs about what a particular group is like. Stereotypes beliefs about social group in terms of the traits of characteristics that they are believed to share. Stereotypes are cognitive frameworks that influence the processing of social information. Meyers also said a belief about the personal attributes of a group of people. Stereotypes are sometimes overgeneralized, inaccurate, and resistant to new information. Hamilton and Troiler also said a cognitive structure that contains the perceiver's knowledge, beliefs, and expectancies about some human group.
The definition about stereotype. Stereotypes are characteristics imposed upon groups of people of their race, nationality, and sexual orientation. These characteristics tend to be oversimplification of the groups involved. And while some people truly do embody the traits of their stereotype, they are not necessarily representative of all people within that group. Stereotypes are often considered to be negative perception of groups, such as certain groups are dangerous or not intelligent. But stereotypes can also be positive perception, such as certain race are smarter than other. But either way, stereotypes are not always accurate.
Stereotype is produced from cognitive process. Stereotypes often function as schemas, which is cognitive frameworks for organizing, interpreting, and recalling information. Schemas as mental frameworks that help us to organize social information and that guide our action and the processing of information relevant to those contexts. In making stereotypes or influence social thought, schemas have three basic processes. First, attention, second, encoding, and third, retrieval. Retrieval refers to the process through which we recover information from memory in order to use it in some manner. In this context, information that was made into stereotype is information that came from social environment. Stereotypes represent cognitive efficiency. They are energy-saving schemes for making speedy judgment and predicting how others will think and act. In making stereotypes, people will usually first categorize other individuals, usually on the basis of highly visible characteristics such as sex or race. Second, categorize based on groups' attributes. Third, categorize based on the rules that applies in a group.
When we were discussing our topic with our Maastricht friends, we agreed to stereotyping between Eastern and Western. We also stereotype America as a standard of behavior in a country that is fairly developed and famous for its stereotyping. So, we give them some stereotype list of Westerns according to our opinion, and vice versa. And for the American stereotypes, from both sides we'll made the stereotypes. This is our stereotypes list from both sides. This is the Eastern stereotypes. This is the Western stereotypes. And this is American stereotypes. After giving each opinion about Eastern and Western stereotypes, we exchanged opinions and gave a value 1 to 10 on each point to find out the most suitable stereotypes. So, we assess and give opinions to their stereotypes about Eastern and vice versa. In our opinion, for some points such as conservative, always happy, very polite, less family, religious, a lot of farmers, interdependent, and flexible, get the most points from Eastern stereotypes that they gave. In accordance with our observation about Eastern, especially in Indonesia, as in the point of a lot of farmers, it is very illustrating Indonesia with a picture of a developing country that clearly exists. We also strongly approve the point of large families because, in our opinion, there are still many people in Eastern who consider having many family members will earn more fortune. We also emphasize agreeing with the conservative point or believing in values formed by traditional practices, which in Indonesia tends to still follow the traditional beliefs of each region. We give a lot of value to the marry young and relax point. Based on Indonesian constitution, it states that the definition of young marriage is a woman who is married under the age of 16 and a man who is married under the age of 19. So, we are less in favor of marrying point because if the constitutional things is adjusted to our observation, there are still few people in Indonesia who are married under the age at present. What we know is that the average age of people to get married is around 25 years or above. And for the American stereotypes, we asked our American friend, to give us rating for the stereotypes that we made. Many of the points that our friends convey that the stereotypes depend on their own individuals, as in points individualistic, liberal, arrogant, most watching TV, and sometimes loud and rude. For the point have and loves their guns, our friend told that not all Americans have and love their guns. There is a large portion of the population that wants to abolish the Second Amendment and tighten gun control. This has been a heated topic in American politics due to the passion on both sides. And also for the point high self-confidence, many Americans have a high sense of their own ability, which may lead to self-confidence. However, not all Americans are self-confident. Many have self-esteem issues, especially when it comes to their socioeconomic status.
Hello, this is Pat from tutorial group number 9 from Maastricht University located in the Netherlands, and I'll go through the ratings of Indonesian stereotype about Westerners with you, which my tutorial group and I have rated for you. So let's start with the walking fast. We decided it is pretty accurate, so we gave it a score of 8. But it's definitely not done by everyone, especially not older people. Yeah, being on time is accurate as well, but also not in every country in the Western world. So for some it is more accurate than for others. We decided to give a 10 to the point because pretty much every Western culture is really direct in what they say. Individualistic is also really accurate, so we gave that a 9. A nice cue is done in some countries here, but not in other ones, so not really accurate. High self-confidence also not for every part here, and especially since we're psychology students, a lot of people do not have a high self-confidence. Also, media influence is a big thing here, so not really accurate. Better leadership is accurate for some cultures, not for every culture, so also depending on the country here. Open-mindedness is pretty accurate, so we gave that an 8, but there's also some problems with narrow-mindedness, especially in some countries here. Same goes for higher education. It is accurate for some countries, not so much for others. Society and senior. We definitely see older people being not on the same level as younger people are, but they definitely are part of the culture and we're not being disrespectful. But that's about it. Thank you very much for listening and hi to everyone. Bye!